Mm.
Hello. Welcome to Taco Beach Dreamers. I'm Brenda.
I am Gary Skip.
I call him Gary. He prefers you call him Skip.
My nickname.
Since birth, Papa gave it to him.
All my friends call me Skip. And all my girlfriends used to call me Skip.
But his wife calls him Gary because that's my favorite guy name. All right, so anyhow, today
Means
is.
sword.
It does mean sword. Today is January 25th, 2026. It is the day of the big snowstorm.
Sure is.
It's been blowing and sleeting.
Most snow we had in years.
Years.
I've been out shoveling. Don't get done. Come in for a half hour. Got to go back out again. It's piling up. I don't think we know what to do with this anymore. And one big pickle jar.
One big pickle jar. So today we decided to do something different. Instead of showing you our weekly sales, we decided to show you on all three of our platforms our five biggest sales of 2025. Mostly what you'll see us sell on a weekly basis are what we call bread and butter sales. Gary sells postcards, so they can range anywhere between $5 and up. Majority sell for about the $20-$25 range. And what we call bread and butter. We sell $10 items, but we sell a lot of them. So that helps to pay the bills. Quantity also will pay the bills as well as the big ticket items. But we decided today to share with you in the year of 2025 our five biggest ticket items on each of our platforms. So here we go. Let me make this smaller and we'll go to our sales. Okay. So the first thing we have is from Love to Scan. And the first thing is this Indiana glass cranberry red hen nest candy dish. So what these are those chicken things. Usually you see these as milk glass. Occasionally you might find them in a different color, green, blue, but majority of them are what's white, which is called milk glass. But this particular one was called cranberry or ruby glass, made by Indiana Glass Company. And I put this one up for auction, which is a rarity. Normally we just do a buy it now. But this one I didn't know how much it would go for. So I started it off at $75 and decided to let it go for whatever it was. Whenever you do an auction, you want to start it at the minimum price that you're willing to take. I thought $75 was a pretty good price when I only paid $4 to begin with. And it ended up selling with taxes and fees for $463.22. Do you remember where I bought that, Gary?
Yes, I do.
Where was it?
I think it was the North Cape May. And little lady had all kinds of stuff on the table, and I was over looking at one table, and you were looking at the other, and I saw you pick it up. I heard what she said, how much, and I'm like, oh my God. Brenda's always finding the best stuff.
I lucked out. I was in the right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm. She's got a good eye.
It's basically I was just in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, lady wanted rid of it.
Yep, just want to read a lot of things. So the next one is a Howard Miller mantel clock. It do the Westminster chimes. It had a key. You have to wind this up, and it had all the original paperwork. It went for $207.58, and again, that includes the shipping costs as well as taxes on top of it. And that one we bought. Do you remember where?
Yeah, the Wildwood Crest.
Wildwood Crest.
Town
Wildwood,
flea market yard sales.
Right. So in May, Wildwood Crest has a community-wide yard sale, and I bought that for $20 in Wildwood Crest.
Yeah, wasn't early either.
Okay. The next one is Jingle and the Sleigh Bells Mice. It's three little mice that would sing and dance. The curtain would open up and they do their little Christmas song. And when they were done singing and dancing and turning, the curtains would close up again. I bought that for $5 in North Cape May, another yard sale. and that sold with fees of $159.63. And yeah, I thought it was cute. It was kind of loud. I was thinking about buying it for Madison, but it was just too screechy and loud, and you know how sensitive her ears are, so I didn't think it was a good thing for her. So I'm like, let me put it up. And you rarely see them, so because of the rarity, I asked a good price, and it sold. And the person loved it. It left positive feedback. He was thrilled. Next thing is a Sony CD Walkman. This was a CD player. It had a lot of accessories with it. It also had the plug-in that you would put into the lighter so that you could play it through the radio. This sold for $151.34 with shipping and fees. And I bought this and a bunch of other stuff, 2 big boxes for like $20 in an estate sale in the Villas. And this next thing is a 5-piece Calphalon katana knife set. As you can see, it's got 5 different pieces to it. It has the sharpener and assorted knives. I bought this for $5, also at a North Cape May yard sale. And it went for $134.66. Oh, here's another clock. I bought this clock on the same day as I bought the other clock at the Wildwood Crest community yard sale. This one I bought for $10 and sold for $127.22. Okay? And that's it. You got an extra one. I was only supposed to do 5 and I gave you 6. Okay, these are Gary's things. What did you sell, Murmur?
Well, I sold a 6.5-foot silver pom-pom tree from the 50s, 60s, aluminum, and had 77 branches, all in the box. Box was falling apart, but and I got it in the trash. They were cleaning out a house, and it was on the street. So I paid nothing and sold it for $305.39. Pretty good.
And you're
Tough to ship.
But you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Second item is?
Second item is another vintage aluminum Christmas tree, silver glow, 6.5 foot, with stand, 1960s. Another from the same place on the street.
From the trash.
Sold for $208.18. So keep an eye on that trash.
Yep.
You see old boxes out there, check them out.
Check them out. And this next thing?
This is a nice piece of porcelain. I can't even say it. Fried cheddar.
No, you're
What?
being silly.
I know.
This is a Christmas plate, oyster Christmas plate. Was it Prussia?
Yeah, it was RS Prussia.
RS Prussia oyster plate. So each of those little divisions is where you would put your oysters while you were eating them.
Mm-hmm.
He sold it, but there was something wrong with the buyer's shipping address, so we had to end it and then put it up as a private sale. So that's why you see it as a private sale, so that the buyer could change their shipping address and then we could ship it to the correct place.
And I sold it as not an auction. I set the price, and I sold it too cheap actually. But I didn't pay much, so
He sold it within an hour.
yeah, it sold right away.
Listing.
I bought it at Goodwill,
For how much?
$6 I think.
Yeah. Not
Beautiful piece. That's one of my favorite things is porcelain, Victorian stuff, turn of the century.
Yep.
But now mid-century and all is big. But this did great because it was a good piece. Somebody picked it up right away. So I did good.
Yep.
I was happy.
Next you have?
A vintage 1981 Christmas blow mold, Santa Claus, sitting on a fireplace, made by Carolina Enterprises. I'm thinking, well, I don't know, I paid $50 for about 8 of these. And put this one up, and it sold right away pretty fast for $102.28.
Yeah.
Nice piece.
It's only about this big. It just sits on top of a table. It's not the kind that you would normally see in the
Not
yards.
out in the front yard, no.
Yeah, this is just the tabletop version.
All these are tabletops.
Okay.
Next one is it's another one that came in that lot for $50. It's a vintage 1966 Litco Incorporated blow mold, Cowler and dog underneath a street lamp light, and it works. And then I put it up and it sold for $98.68. That was pretty fast. So another one from that lot,
I think you got
the
one.
blow mold lot.
Was that your fifth one? Yeah, it was. Okay, that's Gary's top 5.
Mm-hmm. We'll have more next week.
You never know.
Well, we got more.
We always got more to do. Okay, so the next thing is Delco Beach Dreamer, and these are the things that we have found in the house that we purchased. They left some things behind, and we're selling the things to help offset the repairs that we're doing to this home. We love this home. It's originally from 1953.
Right
And-
next to a roll house.
Right next door to where we used to live before we moved down permanently, so we thought, to the beach. And now we're back in Delco.
And still at the beach.
And still at the beach, of course. I love the beach. So these things offset the cost of repairing and remodeling. The things that were here perfectly work, they're just that they're dated. So we're remodeling is basically what we're doing. So the first thing that we have is a Lego Star Wars Jedi Starfighter, number 7143. This was still sealed in the box, never opened. And it's Legos, so you got a great combination there of Star Wars as well as Legos, plus it was never opened. People love vintage things that would never open.
Mm-hmm.
So this was $151.89. Item number 2 is a desk lamp. It's mid-century. Atomic, mushroom, flying saucer. Back in the 50s and 60s, it was all about the aerospace time. So a lot of your decor came in with having a lot of the starships and spaceships, and so they try to get things to look very flying saucery or mushroomy, and that's what this one had. This went for $90.81. Number
Neat lamp.
3, yeah, very neatly, and it worked. And again, the buyer loved it, gave us positive feedback. Everything went well with that. Number 4 is another Lego set, and it's Ewok Attack number 7139. Again, new, sealed in the box, and it went for $64.83. And then a 1969 Red Line Hot Wheels metal lunchbox, and it's a twin engine double bubble car.
Cool.
No thermos, just the lunchbox, and it went for $60.98. Okay, and then we have these they're little cardboard houses. They're called puts because you would put them under the Christmas tree. You can also put these on top of your fireplace mantle. They usually had little round stickles in them, so if you wanted to put a string of lights.
Glitter, of course, the glitter.
Right, they're decorated with glitter, or what is called mica back then, and that group sold for $60.15.
Good deal.
Okay, so those are the top 5 of each of our 3 platforms. We wanted to, share with you to show you that it can be worth your while to go treasure hunting and list some things, even if the majority of your sales might be 25 and under. In the long run, it does help to pay the bills. So we wanted to share all that with you as well. There we go. So please, if you like these videos, remember to like, subscribe, share on Facebook, share the Facebook posting. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. If we have the answers, we will gladly answer. If we don't have the answers, we will do research and find the answers out for you. And if at all possible, we will post those answers.
We've been doing this quite a while.
Yes.
eBay, beginning when it first started, where everybody bid, which was cool. Had some really cool things. Someday I'll tell you people what some of the early stuff I had that went way through the ceiling. Might never see that stuff again, but yeah. And I've been doing antiques. We had a couple antique shops and different things along the way. Always had a love for old stuff for some reason, I guess from my grandparents. And Brenda has a love for it too. Just we have kind of different things that we like. So you know you're going to get one person's going to get certain things and the other person's going to get other things. And Brenda's coming up with more cooler, newer stuff than me. I like the real old stuff. And those people are disappearing like that. So I'm learning more about mid-century and, you know, the newer stuff. Mid-century's cool.
So he's coming into the 50s, 60s, and
Yeah.
70s instead of the Victorian and turn of century, last century, the 1900s century. Where I'll sell anything. Anything that I see it, I might think it has some value, so I'll pick it up and try it out. And I don't pay a lot of money for the items that I purchase, as you've seen from just these few examples here. So I'm willing to take that risk. You know, Gary loves his antiques. He loves
History and stuff like that.
right.
My grandparents, I think they all showed me different things, and that made me love it. And I found some really good stuff. I found one thing was a picture from Tombstone, Arizona.
Oh yeah.
And it was a woman, Victorian woman, and she had like long dangly earrings and really looked Victorian. But it was taken in Fly Studio. Well, I put it up, not, you know, then everything was a bid.
Right.
I put it up and it ended up going for like $1,000. And I couldn't figure out why. And then they explained it to me that Fly Studio was where Wyatt Earp had the shootout in Tombstone. And he shot one person and they fell into Fly Studio.
Right.
So that made, somebody actually knew when they saw the picture of Fly Studio that was the photographer in Tombstone that the guy fell into in the shootout with Wyatt Earp.
Was it the OK Corral shootout?
No, it was in town. I guess it was the OK, I don't know. But it was in town, and him and Doc Holliday and his brothers, they were shooting out with the other gang, and it was really cool. And the woman was really cool looking too, with all her dangly earrings. But a lot of things like that, Halloween stuff in the early days, big full posters that would sell for $1,000.
But he's going to share that with
yeah,
with
that's
us
a whole
today.
nother thing. That would be a whole different show.
He
I
can
could
tell
go
you
on and on.
stories and stories and stories.
But it's fun.
There you go.
Fun way to make money.
All right. So thanks again. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe, leave comments, leave a thumbs up,
Please do.
watch our other videos.
Let's keep it going.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. See you next time.